we would like to do what I think is the most fun thing, which is to present awards to institutions and individuals who have exerted exemplary leadership in advancing climate action on the campuses. We put out a call to the implementation liaisons and to the presidents of colleges and universities to nominate their institution, or in the case of the implementation liaisons, to nominate their presidents, or in the case of the presidents, to nominate their implementation liaisons. And it was really a very interesting process. We, for the selection committee, the people that did the judging, we had a group of, we had members of the Second Nature Board of Directors who are not affiliated with any signatory of the President's climate commitment, so that there was as complete objectivity as you could have in this process. So it's been a really terrific and fabulous set of experiences for us. We got a very large number of nominations, and we're delighted with the way it's all turned out. The awards that we'll be giving out are made from recycled fence posts. And we have made them very compact because we wanted to really promote the values of resource conservation and the whole idea of keeping the cycle of life going over and over and over again. So we have 12 institutions to recognize this evening, each of which has done far more to move society closer to sustainability than can be covered here. So in the interest of time, so as we call each of them up, we're going to cite them for some things, but I want you to know that every one of them is doing far more than what we describe as the reason for their awards. More details can be found on the Second Nature blog. The web links for each winner are listed in your program. In the Associate College category, the recipients are Pasadena City College and the Alamo Community College District. Accepting Pasadena's award is Richard Van Pelt, Interim Vice President for Administrative Services. Thank you, Richard. Pasadena City College has diverted more than 86% of its waste from the landfill and has partnered with the Los Angeles County Metropolitan Transportation Authority to offer low-cost transportation to 8,800 students. Unfortunately, Alamo Community College District Chancellor Leslie Bruce was not able to attend the summit to accept their reward. But we will send it along to them, and we are delighted that they were nominated and selected. In the private baccalaureate category, the recipients are Warren Wilson College and Dickinson College. Accepting Warren Wilson's award is Margot Flood, Executive Director of the Environmental Leadership Center. Warren Wilson has developed a new land use plan that supports their climate action plan and has student work evaluations to assess sustainability actions. The college's trustees have approved a 5-year strategic plan with sustainability as a core value. And if you don't know, Warren Wilson is one of the colleges where all the students are required to work as part of their educational experience. And they are doing incredible things that go far beyond what we have here. Accepting for the award for Dickinson is Neil Leary, Director of the Center for Sustainability Education. Dickinson's Climate Action Plan aims to attain climate neutrality by 2020. In 2009, Dickinson was awarded a grant from NASA to lead a 3-year project that will train faculty from Dickinson and 10 other colleges and universities to teach about climate change. And I might add that we think that the way Dickinson is doing its climate action plan and the way it's dealing with offsets and the dynamic nature of their climate action plan is one of the most instructive for those of you that are trying to do that at your own colleges and universities. Thanks. In the public baccalaureate category, the recipient is the University of Maine Presque. Accepting a University of Maine Presque award is David St. Peter, Director of Physical Facilities. UMPI became the first university in the state of Maine to install a mid-sized wind turbine on campus, creating more than $100,000 in annual energy savings and keeping an estimated 572 tons of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. The turbine is maintained by students from Northern Maine Community College as part of their wind technology program. And I can tell you from talking to the president of UMPI that the windmill and the whole effort has really stimulated the entire Presque Isle community in such a positive way that it's really transformed the relationship between the university and the local community. In the private doctorate granting category, the recipients are Cornell University and the University of Pennsylvania. Accepting the award for Cornell is Q-Young Wang, the Vice President for Facility Services. Cornell is willing to eliminate on-site combustion of coal by July 2011. Cornell's Center for a Sustainable Future is driving education and research on the broad spectrum of sustainability topics, including energy, agriculture, and cultural change. Their climate neutrality faculty working group is working to integrate climate neutrality planning into 15 courses over 2 years. And I might add that when we were first working with colleges and universities to encourage them to sign the President's Climate Commitment, one of the most interesting and engaging set of conversations we had were with the senior leadership of Cornell. And the way they approached the entire climate action planning and the integration and the thinking was, to me, one of the models for all colleges and universities. And the scale on which you have done it at Cornell for a big research university has been absolutely fantastic. And take a look at their climate action plan if you haven't, because the way they have done it and the way they have tried to create incentives inside their university for everybody to try to reduce the carbon emissions is just absolutely extraordinary. So thank you. Accepting the award for Penn is Joseph Monahan, Senior Planning Engineer. Penn is the largest purchaser of green power among American universities with over 192,000 megawatts of wind energy purchased annually. That is a lot of wind energy. Penn's Ideas in Action courses allow for students to propose projects to senior administrators on the best methods for advancing the university's sustainability goals. And I might add that when we were first working with the University of Pennsylvania, we were so impressed that they not only were working on the notion of climate action and sustainability, they were working on how to improve the local community in the city of Philadelphia, and were among the first to really think seriously about how do you integrate understanding of sustainability principles across all the disciplines in all the different colleges and universities. It was really extraordinary, and it is a delight to present the award to them. In the public doctorate granting category, the recipients are Ball State University and the University of California, San Diego. Accepting the award for Ball State University is President Joanne Gora. Dr. Gora is one of the 12 founding members of the American College and University President's Climate Commitment. Under her leadership, Ball State University is in the process of building the nation's largest ground source geothermal system of its kind. When complete, It will eliminate the annual burning of 36,000 tons of coal and will reduce CO2 emissions by 85,000 tons, cutting the carbon footprint by approximately 50% and saving $2 million in net fuel costs per year. I also want to add that among the big research universities that have focused on ways to transform the teaching of architecture, engineering, business, everything across the curriculum, Bob Kester and his group at Ball State have been leaders in this effort that go back 20 to 25 years. This is really a tremendous commitment on the part of Ball State. And I also want to say that President Gora used to be the president of UMass Boston. And nice to have somebody from my own home state of Massachusetts that is now creating this kind of change on a national scale. Accepting the award for the University of California, San Diego is John Dilliot, Manager of Energy and Utilities. UCSD's Climate Action Plan calls for climate neutrality by 2025, a 4% annual reduction in water use, and zero waste by 2020. This is holistic thinking about sustainability for the campus itself. 19 of the 53 academic departments have incorporated sustainability concepts into their classes. UCSD faculty helped launch Clean Tech San Diego, ranked 7th in the world on the Sustainable World Capital's list of global clean tech organization leaders. They have been a long time leader in research on a variety of sustainability issues, and it is a great pleasure to award them this, to give them this award. Individual awards for outstanding climate leadership. For outstanding individual climate leadership by an implementation liaison, the recipient is Jesse Piles, Sustainability Coordinator, Unity College. And he was nominated by Mitch Tomashow, President of Unity College, a member of the Board of Trustees Board of Directors of ACUPCC, and a member of the Steering Committee of the American College and University President's Climate Commitment. Mr. Piles focuses on mobilizing student sustainability efforts and is coordinating the college's climate action planning process. He sits on the college's planning and budget committees, is a member of the Academic Center for Sustainability and Global Change, and reports directly to President Mitchell Tomashow. Mr. Piles recently contributed a road trip with a group of Unity College students and 350.org co-founder Bill McKibben that returned President Jimmy Carter's solar panel back to the White House. As you may, and it worked. As you may recall, after President Reagan came into the White House, he dismantled the solar panels from the White House. Unity was smart enough to collect those solar panels and kept them for all this time period. And the effort, of course, that he was recently involved in was to encourage President Obama to reinstall solar atop the White House as part of 350.org's 1010 Global Work Party. And guess what was announced this week? Solar panels on the White House. Congratulations, Jesse. For outstanding individual climate leadership by a president, the recipients are George Dennison, University of Montana, and Gene Goodnow, President Delta College. George was nominated by Sherry Peacock, who is the implementation liaison and is here. President Dennison has referred to climate change as the leading global issue of our time and has endorsed a climate action plan that has set the goal of carbon neutrality by 2020. He has supported the formalization of the Office of Sustainability, with the addition of full-time director, as well as a student-driven sustainability center and student experiential learning opportunity in the Forum for Living with Appropriate Technology. Academically, UM offers a minor in climate change studies available to all disciplines. The UM Green Thread Faculty Development Program works to incorporate sustainability into the curriculum. Green Thread is offered to faculty of any discipline and is open to educators from other universities in the Montana region. I also want to say thank you to George, because he participated in an effort that we had this past year to think about with about 15 other college and university presidents around the country who devoted their time to come up with a set of policies for the future of transportation in this country. And that was based on the idea of a low carbon, a zero carbon idea for transportation. And unfortunately for us, he's retiring as president of the University of Montana. But we've told him that we are going to put him into service to help be an ambassador for the president's climate commitment and sustainability in higher education. Gene Goodnow, president of Delta College. Under President Goodnow's leadership, Delta College has completed a comprehensive 9-year greenhouse gas inventory and a sustainability master plan for climate action. In early 2009, the College Board of Trustees passed a recommendation to elect sustainability as a guiding principle for the college. This prompted the college's Accreditation Steering Committee to identify sustainability as an academic quality improvement process for the college accreditation. The integration of sustainability throughout the accreditation process has steadily progressed with its adoption as a systems portfolio distinctive objective in the 2009 and 10 academic year. In 2010 and 11, sustainability will take a leading role as part of the institutional strategic action plan. And I'm pleased to say that Gene has been elected to be a new member of the steering committee of the President's Climate Commitment. So let's have a nice round of applause.